and welcome to It's Up to You, a show about amazing stories from amazing people like you and me. Today, we are blessed to have Miss Sheri Denkensohn. Hi, Sheri, how are you?
Oh, I'm great, Jackie. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited that you're here. Tell me what is on your mind today.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having me. It's Up to You is just the perfect name for what I really believe in, what's been a part of my life. I was injured in a spinal cord injury at age 16.
Okay.
And at that point, I had a choice of, it was really up to me. What kind of life did I want to live? Did I want to be angry or move forward in a positive way? And I was able to finish high school, college, I went to law school, married, and I live a great life.
Wow, wow, because you made that choice. You made a choice early on that it was up to you, that you were not going to let an injury stop you from living.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, I would be, remiss to say that there weren't dark times.
Sure.
There's dark times for everyone, but it's getting stuck. And if you get stuck, that's where the danger is.
Yes.
But you have to have faith in yourself.
That's right.
And surround yourself with good people. Yeah. And if you have those things and you're positive and you believe in yourself, you can move forward and you can overcome those obstacles and get to a great place and succeed. And I'm really happy to have been able to do so. And every day is a challenge, but you figure out ways to deal with those challenges and you move forward.
That's right. Sheri, you are such an inspiration. We've communicated back and forth leading up to today, and just looking at your videos and the things that you've done, you're amazing to me. And I know that you inspire so many other people. Tell me what keeps you going. I know we all have dark days, but tell me what really keeps you going. When you're having that dark day, what do you do to pick yourself up and push forward?
Well, what keeps me going actually are the people that are around me. I am very, very lucky to have a wonderful family, wonderful friends, wonderful caregivers, most importantly, a fabulous husband. And those are the people where when sometimes you don't have your own energy to keep moving forward, you don't want to let those people down, and that's what keeps you going.
That's true.
And also gratitude. I truly believe that when you're engaged in different kinds of organizations, I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I do a lot with making strides against breast cancer. And when you express gratitude to others, science tells you that gratitude makes you happier. And you get that back 10 times over. And that's what keeps me going.
And that's your focus. We can choose to focus on the negative things, or we can choose to be grateful. And if I have a gratitude journal that I write down at least 5 things a day that I'm grateful for, even if my morning starts out and I think it's not going to be so good that day, but I'm still grateful. And I write those things down, and that helps me to change my focus. So many people get stuck and they can't do that. Tell me some of the other things that you have going on in your life right now, because I know you're very busy.
I'm busy. I'm a full-time attorney for the federal government.
Wow.
Like I said, I'm involved with making strides. My husband and I have just kicked off a business called Happy on Wheels. And everyone can go to our website, happyonwheels.com, where I've posted 10 tips for living a happier life. And very much based on what you just said, I am grateful every single day for my health. I was injured when I was 16, but I've had some significant health episodes along the way. And each day, no matter what, whether I write it down or not, I'm grateful for my health. And ironically, in the month of November, I've been doing it for a long time, but I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday.
Okay, yeah.
And I, every day, write down, which I'll be doing on happyonwheels.com, what I'm grateful for.
Wow. And, I wish so many other people would pick that up. And I just really do pray that by hearing your story and feeling just the positive energy that you give off, that people will do that, not just for Thanksgiving, but all year round, because it makes a huge difference. It puts you in a totally different state of mind.
Yeah, and I have a very good friend who said to me, even after I had a bad day and I told her everything that happened that day, and there was actually one good thing that happened at the end of the day. And her comment to me was, you may have had a really bad day, but you ended it with a win. And so even we have those really dark days or two, to think about there had to have been something positive. And, you know, it sounds cliche, but the glass half full is a lot less energy to live than the glass half empty. I think it takes a lot of energy to be negative. And if you use that energy in a positive way, I think you can just do so many different things and have a really full and wonderful life with great people in it.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, Sheri, what do you think your purpose is? Or what do you why do you think you're here? What do you think God still has left for you to do?
Well, you know, everyone has different faiths, and I have really faith in myself. I'm here today, I think, because I saw It's Up to You. Ironically, it came out of the blue on my email, and it was a perfect timing for something that I've thought about doing for a long time. And so I think my purpose going forward is to inspire others to live happier lives. Not by holding myself up and saying, I'm the most wonderful. We all face obstacles. I may have had more than others, but I want to show people that through my experience or even in their own lives, that they can do simple things to help them overcome those challenges and live a happier life. Because life is short. It can be gone at any minute.
That's right.
And it's too precious to waste time.
That's absolutely right. So tell me some of the things that you like to do. What are some fun things for you to do?
Well, the funniest thing, you know, one of the things that I believe in is that you have to reinvent yourself. So I was a very big athlete before my injury, and I know that many people have different things that happen that take away their ability to do something they love. And you can harp on that, but you have to think of how can I reinvent that. So I'm a huge spectator sport. I scream and yell and do all kinds of things. But I went to Georgetown Law School. And my husband and I are season tickets to Georgetown basketball, which will soon be starting. And we love it. It was our first date, and we love it together. But we watch all kinds of sports. And that's just one example of something I love. I'm in a book club with great girlfriends. We meet once a month. Sometimes we talk about the book. We mostly talk about our lives. I love the movies. I love music. I love just being with my friends. I love being outside. I love shopping. Of course, you know.
You're such a girl.
And I love being with people, and I love life. And I love giving. It's one of the things that makes me the happiest. And I really think that in my soul and in my heart, giving is what keeps me going.
I feel like if more people would take that mindset and think about that more so than receiving, it's okay to receive, because sometimes we have to receive, and you know, sometimes it is a challenge for people to receive. They can't receive, and so that's the struggle too. But I feel that more people struggle with the giving portion of it, that they feel that if they're giving, that they're giving up something, which really you are, because I feel that all your gifts and talents that you have are meant to give, to share with someone else. Just like love. If you keep it to yourself, you're not loving anyone, you know? It was meant to give away, you know?
Exactly. And, you know, I think it is hard sometimes, as you said, to give and also to receive. A lot of people feel very, very vulnerable when they ask for help. But I think asking for help is a sense of strength and not a sign of weakness. Because when you ask for help from someone, sometimes some other person wants to help you. And if you're direct in what you ask, first of all, you stop worrying about what you couldn't do.
That's right.
And the other person gets to do something specific for you.
That's true.
And they feel good about it. And it's a win-win, and you have a better relationship.
Absolutely, absolutely. And maybe that person wanted to help but didn't know how to help, you know, or felt like that you might not want them to help. And I feel that, you know, when you do open up, just like you said, you know, when we take our mind off of ourselves and think, you know, get out of the way we think, that opens up to allow other people in, and we can think like they think, possibly. Because if we continue to think about what we think about, then we're stuck. But while we're opening up, allowing other people to come in and be a part of our lives, my whole world changes. Your whole world changes, because you have someone else in that has a different way of thinking than you. And that's where I feel a lot of relationships can start. A lot of relationships can mend. A lot of relationships can just, you know, explode that way, in a great way.
Exactly. And it's also a lot about finding your voice.
Yes.
And that can be verbally, that can be on paper, or it can be in any form, even in a journal. But really thinking about and saying what you need and why it's important.
Yes.
And that's such an important thing for people to do in so many ways, and it's such a plus. So you're exactly right. And I also think when you ask for help and you build that relationship, you build really hardcore, substantive, good relationships.
Yes.
Because it's not just based on doing an activity or going somewhere, which are all great things, but when you accomplish something together with someone,
Yes.
and you've asked them to come in and help you in a certain way, that's a relationship that's just a gift. I have women that are here today in the audience that have helped me for over 20 years. And that's a two-way relationship, and it's beautiful, and it really fills both of you and fills your hearts with much more than just someone that you would meet as your friend.
That's true.
You know, you expose your vulnerability, but in the end, it makes you tighter and stronger and a much more deeper and real relationship.
Yes, and it's something that's, like you said, deeper, it's real, it's not shallow, it's, you know that those people are there for you. You know that you have a very strong support system, and I'm sure that they feel the same way in you, because sometimes, you know, you feel like you're the one that's giving, but you receive as well. And when you have the support system around you, I think it, you know, goes back and forth. Some days you're supporting, and then other days they're supporting. And I think it has to be that way in order to sustain those relationships.
Truly, and sustain our lives.
Yes.
And having love. I mean, love is truly beautiful. One of the things that I say is believe that the impossible is possible. I never expected to get married. I just, it was not something that was in my vision, and sort of was thinking about it maybe, and maybe that sort of created an aura, I don't know, but I turned across the room, saw this guy, and the next thing I knew we were going on a date, and 6 months later we were engaged, and we'll be married 10 years in September, and that's something I never expected.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Sheri, would you say it was love at first sight?
Definitely, and I'm not a shallow person, but those blue eyes just got me.
That is just so beautiful. 10 years and going. 10 years and going. So what are the things that you guys find that, you know, with your challenge here that you guys have to overcome?
Well, when you say sickness and in health, when you take your vows, my husband really has had a lot of the sickness. I was very, very ill, actually, here in Atlanta at the Shepherd Center for unrelated of why I came. And those were some very, very, very dark days. But he was by my side without question. And believe it or not, I think those times made our relationship so solid and so strong that I never doubt that he'll be there for me. At the end of every day and every morning, he'll tell me he loves me and believes in me, and that's why I'm so excited about doing Happy on Wheels together, because we are happy and we make each other happy, and I'm just so grateful to not only have him, but the wonderful family and people around him in my life.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Sheri, for being on the show, and I wish you well. Look forward to seeing you more.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.